Hello, my name is Major Catherine Wyles, and I'm so privileged to be able to share with you today here at Birmingham Citadel. Can you believe it's 21 years since I was at the core? I know that because the baby that was born there has had his 21st birthday, and little Titch is 30. I'm now a proud, very proud grandma of Flora and Robert, and I at last have daughters who I am very proud of. I was at the core because I was the Divisional Youth Programme Support Officer. Divisional Dipso and was ministering to children and young people in West Midlands Division, many of whom were at Birmingham Citadel. And I know that those children and young people are now adults and have their own children. And I wonder if you'll excuse this dipso for talking to my young people again, because the verse I would like to share with you today has hopefully particular significance for them, as they are now parents of their own children. The verses are in Psalm 127, this beautiful psalm of Solomon actually, and he writes this Solomon, who, don't forget, was a man gifted with God's wisdom. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are children born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be put to shame when they contend with their opponents in court. Now, what does that mean? In this COVID-19, you may not have felt that your children are always a blessing. I haven't felt mine are always a blessing, and I still don't sometimes. But Solomon tells us they are. They are a blessing from God. We know that when the Bible speaks of blessing in the Old Testament, that's what it's referring to. When God said to Abraham, "You will be blessed," it was with family. That was the blessing. And so we are told quite clearly that children are a blessing that we have. And even if yours have been getting on your nerves, they're still a blessing and a gift from God. But then this wise man, Solomon, gives us some really, really good advice. He says, like the arrows in the hand of a warrior. Now, what does that mean? What a strange metaphor to use. But think about a bow and arrow for a minute. What do you do with a bow and arrow? You take up your bow and you get your arrow and you point it in the direction that it has to go. Sometimes it's a big strain, you have to pull back, but you point that arrow in the direction that it has to go. And then you let go. That's what parenting is about. Pointing our children in the right direction, hoping that they take from us the faith and love that we have learnt, and we point them towards the God that we love, that will help them and lead them through their lives. And then we have to let them go and trust God for the future. The wonderful thing about this COVID-19 that I've seen on Facebook and different channels is families worshipping in their homes together, sat round the television screen, worshipping in perhaps ways that we have never done before. And I pray that this COVID-19 will strengthen that it will help point our children in the direction to the person, the only person that can lead them safely into the future. We don't know what the outcome is for our children, but Solomon is telling us that if we point them in the direction, we will be able to have that security for the future in them. I hope that's been a little word of wisdom, not from the dipso, but from a man far greater than I, Solomon. And I pray that God will bless you richly with your families and with your children, and that together you will learn more and more and grow deeper and deeper into him. God bless you, and lovely to have been with you this morning.